Ready? Okay. Okay, we'll call the meeting to order. We have one item on the agenda, which is a request for decision on bylaw Alberta Community Partnership Grant applications. We get a motion to approve the agenda.
I can give you that. Approve the agenda as presented.
Murray gives that a motion. All in favor?
In favor.
In favor.
In favor.
Okay, that's carried.
In favor.
We will turn the time over to Arlos for an explanation of the grant application that he has got in front of us.
Thanks, Merrill. So the grant application is ultimately summarized in, as well as provided as attachment, but it's summarized in the key points here. Key to this grant application is that there is a requirement and need to have resolutions of support from the municipalities that are expected to be involved. So that would be the MD of Tabor, Town of Vauxhall, and Village of Barnwell. And it's being proposed that the MD of Tabor act as the managing partner of the grant and is thus would thereby be submitting the grant application on behalf of everybody. And I guess with that, I'll answer any questions that council might have.
So the purpose, Arlos, is to have one framework or one governance framework for all the agreements we have, like with Vauxhall and Barnwell, rather than the separate agreements that we have with each community?
So the purpose of the grant application is to essentially try to obtain and secure funding so that we can look at potential options along those lines. So I don't really want to have any preconceived expectations or outcomes. I want the feasibility to happen, the feasibility review and the study to happen, and that would hopefully outline pros and cons to any sort of situation or scenario, and then we can make decisions accordingly.
And who does these kind of studies, reviews? Like what are we looking for? Who are we looking for?
There's various consulting firms out there, kind of based and specialized in fire and emergency services. So obviously there would be a competition process, and if we were able to get funding for this, there would be a competitive procurement process, and we would go through a selection of proponents that submit proposals.
Okay.
When you look at past grant applications that have been approved with other municipalities and other municipal partnerships under this program, there's a fair amount there's a few and a fair amount that have been similar in nature, projects that have been similar in nature. So I don't think we're presenting anything uniquely new that the province hasn't seen before. So.
Okay. And we need resolutions from our partners for the same, in order for this study to happen. It's not just it wouldn't be just us. We need Vauxhall and Barnwell also on side as far as getting this study done. Correct.
So for the purposes of the grant application, you do need resolutions of support from each municipality. Yeah.
Any questions, anybody?
I guess my question to Arlos is do you have that resolutions, or you're signing an affidavit saying that you do, and I know they still have meetings coming up yet, is that correct?
Correct. So I won't submit this probably until late December, early January. I do believe Town of Vauxhall is meeting later today, and Village of Barnwell won't be able to meet until January. However, they do provide a bit of a grace period to submit any lagging resolutions that you can get. So I've covered the basis with municipal affairs on that. I just felt as the proposed managing partner, it's probably something we should have in place before the January 5th deadline, is having our resolution. If this is something council wants to proceed with, having our resolution of support in place.
So you're comfortable with that, Arlos, or should we be asking Barnwell to have a special meeting as well?
No, I'm comfortable with the position we're in. And that
Okay.
comfort is based on, receiving written confirmation from municipal affairs.
Okay.
That I could submit theirs after the fact.
Okay, thanks.
Any other questions? John?
So, the application has to be submitted, early in the new year, correct? And with that, when is it expected to have announcements on the success of the application or not?
That I don't know. I did indicate in the grant application that we prepared, it would be nice to be able to get the project started by the end of April, I believe. So I'm being hopeful in terms of quick notice.
Okay. Any further comments or questions for discussion? Is somebody prepared to make a motion one way or the other then at this point, or we need more information? John?
I can give you the motion. The motion that council approved proposed Alberta Community Partnership Grant application with the project title of the MD of Tabor Regional Fire and Emergency Services Governance Framework and Master Planning, and further that the MD of Tabor fulfill the role of managing partner.
Okay, thank you. Any further discussion on the motion? We'll call a question. All in favor?
Favor.
In favor?
Favor.
In favor. In favor.
In favor?
Any opposed? Hearing none, that's carried. I'd just like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, staff and council. As I've been watching the COVID numbers over the past week, we're down to 20 cases from, I think, 108 was our high, so things are certainly going in the right direction. And hopefully they'll continue to do so, even though I know there'll be lots of gatherings during Christmas. Hopefully everybody takes the precautions that are necessary and obeys the law. Any further comments? Somebody want to make a motion to adjourn?
Just one question, Merrill, to Arlos. Our mask bylaw is basically obsolete now. Arlos, is that correct? It's overrid by the province?
Well, technically it's in effect, but the province's mandate is senior legislation.
Senior government overrides us.
The provincial, the provincial orders are paramount.
Yeah, I was just wondering what that number was where ours would not be in effect, but it doesn't matter if it's overrid by the province.
I think 10 was the magic number, but the province's mandate now overrules ours anyways.
I can give you a motion to adjourn.
Thank you.
Have a good Christmas, everyone.
You too?